They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans right here in Houston. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
To the ground. He's got it again. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires on the run. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Cougars are on the move. From the gun. give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against our top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Bring in the heat. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you can...
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 1. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one. And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The lone back's got it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. The pass rush gets home. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. To the 15. Ripping through the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance. Seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
On the run, it's Berry. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Still looking. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Ball's in the deep ball. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making...
Touchdown, Tigers! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Threads it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man down the middle. At the 35, he's got room. They'll immediately call timeout.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. To the air, it's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. He's got him this time. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Green. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Holstein. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And some room to work. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Sanford. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. first down. Fires left. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And that one will give him the lead.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air, it's Holstein. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They've got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Throws to the tight end. This time on target. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
LSU quick to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clip.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown LSU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. A few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number 1.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Finds his man open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Butler. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find your way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You've got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Young. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I told the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU getting set on first and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
No gain on the play. Second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with third and 6. Houston going up tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. On fourth and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Timeout called by the offense, clock stopped with 21 seconds left. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Houston! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pop.